Today's Monday. Happy Labor Day, by the way. Do you guys do a lot of labor?
It's labor.
Labor means work.
Oh, like it's Labor Day today.
Yeah.
It's Labor Day today.
Yeah. So it is Monday. That means it would have been Leo's first game. So that means it's CJ's story. Siege, what's your story? Something? Everybody in the whole world is waiting right now.
I would like to tell a story about...
Shh, not so loud, please.
Hello, neighbor. Timmy's trying to get into...
Okay. Okay, and do you want to cuddle?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, here we go. Once upon a time, Timmy was hanging out across the street from Mart's house. Now, Mart had built a barrier in the middle of the street. It was a whole bunch of orange sawhorses with some yellow caution tape all over. A sawhorse? It's like a yellow cone, let's just say. Yellow cones all over the place. Orange cones, and caution tape. So, and you need to lay down, mister. Okay? You good now? Okay. And they had kind of worked out an agreement. Timmy stays on Timmy's property, and Mart stays on Mart's property. But Timmy was still very, 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 very curious about whatever was in Mart's house. And he just really wanted to break the law, go into somebody's house that he doesn't own their property, and pass judgment on them, which is the gist of the game. Hello, neighbor. Anyway, Timmy was like, I wonder what's over there. And so he went up onto his roof and tried to look over there. And while he was on his roof, he noticed, hey, my roof has a good place to golf. And so he put down the golf ball and it swung, and he golfed, and he hit the golf ball, and it went all the way across the street. And he was like, oh, and it went through Mart's upstairs window and bounced around in one of his rooms. Oh no, said Timmy. I've got to get my golf ball back. And so he did. He went down into his house and ran across the street, jumped over the caution tape in between the orange pylons, and ran up the stairs, kicked open Mart's door. Mart was in the front room, and he's like, it's an invasion. And Timmy said, no, it's just me. And he ran up the stairs, and Mart said, you can't be in here. We had an agreement. And Mart grabbed a gun. And Timmy said, I just have to get my golf ball. And Mart said, let me help you. And then he shot, tried to get Timmy. And Timmy said, whoa, are you shooting at me? Mart said, no, it was an accident. He ran up the stairs. He's like, hey, I want to help you open that door over there. And Timmy said, it really looks like you're trying to shoot me with that gun. And Mart said, just an accident. And Timmy kicked open the door and went inside. And Mart said, try not to kick open my doors. I just had them rehinged. Timmy said, sorry. I thought I was twisting the doorknob, but I was accidentally kicking it with my foot. And then Timmy said, Mart? And Mart was not there. And Timmy said, oh, looks like I lost him. And he went into a room where he thought the golf ball was, but there was a bunch of sharks swimming around in an upstairs pool. And across the room was a door, and the door swung open. It was Mart. Mart said, "Taw," and he slammed the door. And Timmy was like, oh, Mart's going to come around. And he heard the footsteps. Timmy looked. And he saw a trapdoor in the ceiling, an attic. Pulled down the trapdoor, and some stairs came out. Hit Timmy right in the head. Oh! Timmy fell into the water. And then he woke up across the street. Oh no, he said. I wonder if I got eaten by sharks, or if the ladder got me, or if I drown in the pool. All very grim endings. I gotta get my golf ball though. So he ran across the street, jumped over the caution tape, and this time he started crawling right by the side of the house so Mark couldn't get him. Mark came out the front door with his shotgun. He looked around, but he didn't see Timmy. He went back in. And he's like, I gotta fix this door. And he went out to the shed in the back, and Timmy was crawling around the side of the house. And he saw Mark go out to the shed and get some tools and come back in. Timmy crawled a little bit further. Mark went out into the shed and got some more tools and nails. And then went back in, and Timmy crawled even a little bit further. Mark came out a third time and said, it really feels like somebody's out here. Timmy didn't breathe. And Mark said, aha, and he jumped into the bushes and pulled out a rabbit. He said, I knew somebody was in here. Get out of here, rabbit. He let the rabbit go, and the rabbit scurried away. And Mark went back inside the room, in the house. Timmy thought, I need to get inside that house and get my golf ball. So he crawled up the gutter and got onto the second floor roof that kind of went around the house. And he looked into a window. And in there, he saw a person in a rocking chair tied up. And the person couldn't even talk because they were tied up. And Timmy thought, oh no, Mark's doing illegal things in here. Gotta get in there. And he kicked on the window. And it cracked. And it cracked more. It made a huge noise. And he jumped inside the room, and he heard Mark running up the stairs. And he quickly said, here, I'll rescue you. And as he started to untie the figure, he noticed it was just a stuffed doll. And the stuffed doll fell over. And he thought, oh, I broke into this house for a stuffed doll. And quickly, Mark threw open the door, and he looked around. But nobody was there. And he left. And Timmy came out from behind the doll. He had been hiding there.
How big was the doll?
It was a life-size stuffed doll in a chair. Big doll. And Timmy came out from behind the doll. He thought, if only I knew where I was in this house, I could go and find my golf ball. And he looked around, and he's like, no golf ball here. And so he walked across the room, the hallway, tiptoed, and he came to another room. He went inside it, and there was all sorts of knives hanging from the ceiling, tied to strings, and they were just kind of dangling in the wind. And he carefully walked through the room, not wanting to get hit by one of the knives that was dangling from the ceiling. And there was a door at the end of this room, and he opened it up, and it was the shark room, but it was from the other side, where Mark had first opened the door. He thought, so that's where this room leads. And he closed the door. As he turned around, he thought, I wonder why somebody would hang knives from the ceiling. And he looked. He examined everything. It was just a bunch of red strings with knives hanging from them. But then he noticed a white string. And he carefully made his way, and he looked up. And the white string was not attached to the ceiling, but it went in through a hole in the ceiling. And he pulled on it, and he heard, and he saw light come out of there. He had turned on a light bulb in the attic. Great, he thought, now I need to get up to that attic. So he went back out into the hallway. He heard Mark downstairs, working on repairing the door. He tiptoed quietly towards the other door where he had first went in, but then he stepped on a creaky board. And he heard Mark stop. Don't crack your knuckles. And then a shotgun blast went up through the floor and put a big hole in it. And it was right by Timmy, and Timmy looked down, and there was Mark looking up at him. and Timmy jumped out of the way. And Martin said, "Are you sure you don't need any help up there? Because I'm a really good neighbor." And he said, "I'm going to show you how good I am." And he came running up the stairs, and Timmy said, "No, I got it. Don't trouble yourself." And Timmy went running down the stairs, opened up the door, and ran inside. And there was the attic with the stairs up. And he scampered up the stairs, and he pulled up the stairs after him and closed the attic door. And then he heard Mart come in, and he said, "Hello, Sharkies. Did you have a good breakfast?" And he said, "Where did that guy go?" "Aha!" And he pulled open the attic door. But by that time, Timmy had crept across the attic to the far end of the house where the light was. And he looked, and he found a little bed, and inside it was somebody. And Mart was making his way over there, and Timmy quick hid under the bed. And Mart went, and he said, "Hello, Fred. Did you see somebody here?" And Fred answered, "Nope, I didn't see anybody." "All right, Fred. Let me know if you see somebody." And he turned around and left. Timmy waited a long time. And then he slowly came out from under the bed. He wondered who this Fred was that was in the bed. He pulled back the covers. And it was a bunch of potatoes. There was no Fred there. The neighbor had been talking to himself. "Oh no," said Timmy. "Mart's really gone crazy. But I gotta find my golf ball." And he looked around in the attic. And he couldn't find it. He thought there's only one more room to check. He carefully made his way down the attic, back into the hallway. And he turned around, and there was Mart. "I thought I would help you," and he said, and he shot right at Timmy, but he shot open the door, and Timmy fell back down backwards, and Mart grabbed him and threw him through the door, and Timmy went into the other room. Timmy's like, "No, no, no," and Mart said, "This is it," and Timmy said, "No," and Mart said, "Here's your golf ball," and Timmy said, "Oh yeah, thank you," and he took the golf ball from Mart. Mart said, "Anytime." And Timmy said, "Well, I gotta go now." And Mart said, "Do you want me to show you the way?" And Timmy said, "No, don't bother yourself." And Mart said, "It's this way," and he pointed his gun, and he went, and Timmy said, "Thank you," and he ran down the stairs as fast as he could. And Mart was like, "Don't be a stranger. Come by anytime. I'd love to chit-chat and have some tea." And Timmy ran across the street, jumped over the cones, and went back into his house with his golf ball. The end. What do we name it? What's it called?
It's called Hello Neighbor.
Oh, so original. Okay.
Now, wait. We're gonna call it Crazy Hello Neighbor.
Okay, good.
Crazy.